What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you the exact breakdown of the recent response of Mark Basile regarding his petition. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for the community. It is the only way how we can solve our problem, how we can win this battle in order to have a transparent markets and in order to trade fairly for all of the counterparties. So let's start with the news itself. On MMTLPresources.com we have two recent articles, and one of them is the most important in my opinion. And this article is titled "Rebuttal filing for New York blue sheets filed." And let me show you this news in details. So, attorney Mark Basile and his firm, the Basile law firm, have filed the rebuttal to FINRA opposition to release the blue sheets for MMTLP. One of the chief arguments put forth in this filing is that since MMTLP was illegally traded in the first place, literally every share of MMTLP is counterfeit share. Wow! And this statement is quite strong, I have to say. We will see what will be the resolution and how this statement will affect the entire problem. So, let me go further. The full filing is available here. All of the documents for the case are listed here. Documents 45 and 46 are the latest filings. And here are two links which you can click in order to see these documents. And I want to pay attention on the due diligence breakdown of this document. And let me show you this tweet in details. So, due diligence wrote, Mark says that the standard for claims in a pre-action disclosure in New York is that he only has to demonstrate facts that fairly indicate a cause of action that has merit. He brings to the court's attention that there is no heightened pleading standard for this type of petition. What that means is Mark doesn't have to provide any extremely detailed or complex explanation when filing this type of petition, and that he only needs to present enough facts to show that there might be a valid reason for it. Mark is also making the argument that his request for information is not a fishing expedition, but a legitimate effort to uncover the parties who are responsible for fraud and market manipulation. He claims that without the blue sheets, he cannot properly frame his complaint or name the defendants he wants to sue. And this is the important part. We know that the petition is only the first step for the upcoming tsunami of lawsuits, and we will see it in the future. I'm 100% sure about that. So, and Mark also argues that his request is reasonable and not overbroad or unduly burdensome. He specified the time period the information he is asking for and says that the data they are requesting is essential to their claims of market manipulation and fraud. Mark also argued that the investigative file privilege does not apply to FINRA because it is an independent, non-governmental organization authorized to bring administrative, disciplinary enforcement actions and not an agency that brings forward civil or criminal actions. He stated that the blue sheets, which they are compiled for administrative enforcement purposes and not protected by the investigative file privilege. For what it's worth, he is 100% right on this. Mark also argues that the information contained in the blue sheets should be granted to him because it falls into the category of factual or statistical data. And historically, information like this has been discoverable. He is right again. Mark says that this information is essential to his client's lawsuit, and FINRA is the only entity that has it. Mark is disputing FINRA's claim that disclosure of the blue sheets would interfere with FINRA's investigations. He says that they are only asking for the blue sheets and not seeking any information related to FINRA's investigations at all. He also included an exhibit which basically breaks down how to read the blue sheets to show the judge that FINRA's claims stating he wouldn't know how to do so was ridiculous and without merit. I agree, and this is the comment from Due Diligence. He also wrote, "I think that Mark did a great job with his response. His arguments are clear, concise and hold water. He was not messing around here. While he could have probably made some other minor arguments, relevance stating that there was a public interest, stating that he need for the blue sheets outweighs any burden that would have been placed on FINRA, prior precedent. Nothing would have been more substantive than what he brought forward here. The petition will now go before the judge for oral arguments on Tuesday, June 13th. Mark, on behalf of everyone, thank you and good luck." So, brilliant breakdown, and shout out to Due Diligence that he made this very thorough and important tweet, in my opinion. And I have to say that let's continue with this article again. So, the judge could respond at any time. However, oral arguments are scheduled for Tuesday, June 13th. And we know that this date is very important for us. Probably it will be the date of releasing the blue sheets. And finger crossed it happens that day. And I think Mark has done an amazing job with this petition. And hopefully we will see this information. On top of that, let me show you quite interesting update that while we previously thought the court case with Mark Basile and FINRA blue sheets petition would not be available to view online, a link request has surfaced. The link to request to view the court proceeding is here. You'll have to fill out the case information. And here is the link that was provided by Russ. And it is on the official GOV site, as you can see, nycourts.gov. And here you can see an add-on. After filling out the information, you should receive a reply screen that indicates your submission was completed. And here is the screenshot of this submission. On top of that, I want to show you a very good tweet that made by 100 mph, and he wrote it, and basically it is the very precise conclusion of Due Diligence breakdown and on the Mark Basile's rebuttal. So he wrote, "I really like Mark Basile's approach in this response. FINRA cannot hide behind immunity claims in regards to its administrative practices. Blue sheet and CIT data is the police report that should be given to the victim. He basically justified the judge's order granting the data. And I am 100% agree with this statement. And let me show you another update from Richard Hoffman. Richard Hoffman is the person who is still fighting for us, and for now he has basically two fights because one of them is the arbitration claim, and the second one is the appeal. And let me quote you his two recent tweets. 16 hours ago he wrote, "In appeal before 9th Circuit challenging FINRA's unlimited immunity, opening brief is now due in August. I will keep you updated, not legal advice." So we will see in August some updates regarding this appeal. And definitely Richard Hoffman will provide the entire information, and I highly recommend you to follow his Twitter account. And the second tweet that was published just 5 hours ago is following. "Fidelity was served today with my arbitration claim in my expedited arbitration." So, the most thorough information from the arbitration you can find on his YouTube channel, and definitely the link on this YouTube channel you can find in his Twitter account, or you can just Google it, not legal advice, KNOT. So, and let me go further. Mark Basile wrote this tweet, and I have to say that it is also quite important. Let me show you this. He wrote, MMTLP, isn't it quite ironic that the same media outlet that produced an apparent hit piece in the MMTLP fiasco just a year earlier recognized a DOJ investigation into market manipulation focusing on spoofing by short sellers? And here is the link on the Forbes article, and definitely how it is possible that on the one hand Forbes is making the articles that tries to depress our efforts and try to push our case down. And on the other hand, they make in this another article that it is a lot of illegal activity on the markets. It doesn't make sense. On top of that, he added, there are always three sides to a story. We all know the two sides. The third side is the actual truth. Working on it. So, very inspiring tweet, and I want to end this video with this statement that was made by Hands of Steel. He is the person who filed another lawsuit, the latest one, but just let me quote it for you. Stage 1, first they ignore you. Stage 2, then they laugh at you. Stage 3, then they fight you. Stage 4, you win. And he stated, we are at stage 3. Keep fighting the good fight. And I completely agree with this statement. And guys, we have to be together, we have to unite, and we have to fight in order to win this battle. And to do so, just click the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line for whatever reasons. See you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.